So I went through the first setup here, and while doing so, I went through a learning curve that identified items that are important to do in order to avoid any damage, period. One of the key things that could damage this is if the graphics fold and bend a lot, they're going to cause creases, and the creases will make it look ugly, period. So it's important to have things in a fashion that you can pull it up straight and hook it without having it sagging and folding, which causes, as I said, creases. So it's ideal to have two people working with you and to have a chair or a little step ladder. You have a chair probably at the show, so that's the best choice, but something that you can stand on that's safe to stand on. The chair at the show might be a little bit tall, so that would be the catch on that. So, but I'll see if I can't add a standard chair also, so that way we have a normal chair to the order. At any rate, when you go up, I marked these with red marks here so that you can telescope at exactly the height that it needs to be ahead of time. That was one of the things that I learned that caused it to crease if you were not careful, because setting that at the right height is difficult to do, especially as one person, without the banner creasing. So if you mark this, as I did, and then pull it out, this is telescoping right here. It telescopes out of this tube right here. This telescopes down into it and gets shorter than the full height that you see here. So you pull it out from the telescoping and you put it at the position where the red mark is, and then you twist this until it tightens. You gyroscope it is what it's called on the instructions, until it tightens up so that it'll stay at the height that you set it at. You do that with the banner not pulled up and unretracted, so that way you got them all set in the right height. So you do this one and you do this one, and then you pull the banner up from the center of the banner. If you pull from the sides, then it will sag on the other side. So it's very big, so it takes some handling to get it out and take care of it. We spent a good $600 on this, so want to be careful with it. And pull it up from the middle. If you have two people, then you can try and pull from both ends, but I found that it was easier maybe to have the second person on the ground to help support things while the first person is going up on the higher level on the chair and pulling up at the middle of the top of the bar up here. And when you pull it up, you get it up to the height of the poles, and I will pull this one out so you can see what it does. You have to actually bend it this way to get that little hook to come out of that crease. And the same thing on this side. Bend it this way to have it come out of that crease. You see the little marker there with the arrow to tell you that this is the place to put this hook. And if you do that, you can get it to come out, and also to put it back in by bending this way, so that way it goes over the hook. And then it'll hold it like that. Okay? And that's it. Looks great. Hope you find it to be easy to assemble. Period. The only last couple of points. This thing telescopes, as I said. When you take it out of the case, you put the base into the hole with the hooks at the top on both sides where the red mark is set, and then you pull it up from the middle, and with the help of the other person, you pull it up from the middle, and one by one you turn the top bracket so that it can go over that hook at the top of the pole, as I showed in the video. All right.